All right, so we're underway.
It looks like we're underway, yeah.
We're underway.
Are the timers synced for you between them?
That's an excellent question, Mr. Swede. We've been preparing for about an hour, and it's still caught us a little off guard, but we will make sure that everything is in hand.
Indeed. You just let me know when
In the
that's...
meantime, just watch this high quality of play in our favorite stage and be happy that both runners appear to be running Magnet first.
Indeed.
Mr. Swede, can you tell us a little bit about Magnet
yes.
first and why it's so good for a race?
I was thinking I would start by introducing our two runners while you fix that
Excellent.
little hiccup. So, we have from the frozen north of Canada, the king beyond the wall, Chelney here, on our... I think it's... Is it on our right? I can't see the overlay.
Chelney's on the left and Horsedad
Okay.
is on the right.
Indeed. In the Star-Spangled Pants, we have Horsedad representing the US of A. These are the top two seeds in Group E, but there is some time difference between them in terms of personal bests. We have Chelney with a personal best of 34.58 in the top 10 on the Mega Man 3 leaderboards. And we have Horsedad at 38.23, 3 minutes and 25 minutes, 25 seconds behind Chelney. But that's not in any means unbeatable in a race like this. One of the harder things to predict with this is that Chelney doesn't race that often, so the route caught us by surprise because we did think that Chelney was gonna run top first, but as we just saw, they both wrapped up Magnet Man stage.
Yeah, Chelney is notable on the leaderboards for having the highest current time on the leaderboard that is a Magnet first time. All of the runners ahead of him have switched to top first.
Whether it's a marathon strat or if it's because he's just going with what he's most comfortable with, not sure. But I think I've seen him run top first.
Oh, absolutely.
Lately. The fact that they're both running the same stage, though, is obviously going to help you, their viewers, in keeping track of the difference between their runs.
Right, so the problem with top first in a race is that for it to save time on Magnet, on an optimal Magnet at least, you have to jump mash some cats very rapidly, which Chelney is fully capable of doing. But then you also have to go through the parachute section in Shadow Stage, executing some very precise spins that even the best runners mess up from time to time. You know about that, Swede. I've watched
Indeed,
your
even some SGDQ runs have fallen to those pits.
I did hear about some of those runs.
But yeah, top first is definitely a masher's route, and Chelney is definitely one of the better mashers, which I hope we're gonna see on Gamma at the very end of this race.
Yeah, so if you don't know who Chelney is, he because you weren't listening to Mr. Sweet earlier, Chelney has been the world record holder in Mega Man 4 for quite a while. And recently, he grinded out the world record in Mega Man 6.
That's just insane.
But he's also one of only 9 players to have a 34 or lower. I have to say or lower because Fast at CC recently got Mega Man 3's first 33. Only 9 players have a time. Only 8 players have a time better than Chelney in Mega Man 3. So yes, he's quite an accomplished masher. Let's turn up the music a little bit. Thanks, Atashi.
So I have a little bit of desync between their timers, but as you can see, they're very much on each other's heels. Chelney is a bit ahead by maybe 15 seconds, 20.
Yeah, the timers are off a little bit on screen, and I'm not sure what we're going to do with that. If we're just going to leave it be, or if we're going to sync it at a point. But I do want to say one more thing about these runners, and then Mr. Swede, let's get to watching this race and seeing what's going on. But I do have to say, this is in my notes. And Mr. Cab points it out in the chat. Mr. Cab did some research, and he says that well, he just said something to me privately about the Robot Master heads not changing. Thanks, Mr. Cab. Good looking out. But he also pointed out that these two runners are not strangers to each other. Chelney and Horsedad faced each other in the Super Mario Bros. 3 tournament, and last January they faced each other, and as far as I could tell, Chelney did win, but it was very, very close. So perhaps Horsedad could have his vengeance tonight.
Indeed. And as we're just wrapping up Top Man stage for Horsedad, you didn't get to see all the horrible thumb-destroying mashing that is required on this map as top first. And another key difference beyond just melting the cats, you also are able to kill Top Man in just 2 cycles with Hard Knuckle instead of 3, which you would have to do with Buster.
So as you can see, a very close race so far, thanks to Fasta for pointing out we got a 12-second difference. Chelney, he does so many different games, keeps so busy with those, and so with Mega Man 3, he's been good enough to very regularly, for the past several months, rebroadcast the weekly Mega Man 3 race. Because if you don't know, there's a Mega Man 3 race open to everybody every Friday night at 9 o'clock Eastern on Speedruns Live. And he'll frequently do a restream. In fact, he made these Robot Master heads for that restream. Thanks to him for letting us use that. But as a result, he doesn't get to race himself all that often. He'll hop in if there's load torn out or such. So what I'm saying, I guess, is he's a little rusty. And when I was doing research to see what route he was going to use, I saw a top first run that he did when he got rated post AGDQ. And his time there was a 38:24. Now, certainly nerves were involved, but that was a 38:24, and Horsedad's PB, meanwhile, is a 38:23.
Indeed, 1 second off.
So we do have evidence that Horsedad could, even though he is the under horse here, he could finish on top tonight, as Chelney completes Shadow Man.
I mean, 3 minutes and 25 seconds is a lot of time in this game, but it doesn't take that many deaths, and once you die once, you can get thrown off. If you haven't played the game in a while, it's Horsedad's mentality going into this has to be that he has to play to his PB. He has to play a perfect run, and that's all he can focus on, and then hope that Chelney makes a couple mistakes here and there, and as was evidenced by that 38:24, it can definitely happen. So while Horsedad is the underdog, this could turn out to be a really even race.
Ah, Mr. Cab. Thanks, B squared. Right, so Chelney gets the top proto skip there. You want to talk about this section, Mr. Swede?
Yeah, the proto skip, for those who are not familiar with... Oh, he missed the zip. The proto skip means that basically you're sliding into that screen where normally you get a little cutscene with Proto Man beaming down and playing a little tune. And there's actually no collision on that lid covering the chute where you fall down. Horsedad is going to come up on it really soon. So you slide into that screen and you jump out of that slide, fall down through what should be an obstacle, and you skip that entire cutscene.
Nice.
It also causes the music. Yeah, he got it.
Yeah,
nice.
Horsedad gets it too. That's key. That saves 10 seconds.
Indeed. Both from skipping that that Perlman cutscene, and because it actually removes the music, as you can probably hear.
Right. The cutscene itself is 10 seconds. Then the music adds more time
I think
wasted.
it's 2 seconds more.
And what Chelney's doing right now with the music on is super scary. You have to become the lag to get through that section with the music on.
Oh, Chelney has the music on? Oh, I didn't realize.
Oh, no, his music, he got the music off, but if he hadn't gotten the music off, it would have been very tough to make those slides.
Gemini Man is a very cool fight with Shadowblade when executed properly.
Oh yeah, but I'm watching Horsedad here. Horsedad just goes by that E-Tank. Okay, so Horsedad is going to be down, not down in E-Tank compared to Chelney, but he's... Let's see if he grabs this one at the end.
Oh no! Oh, that's an unfortunate death.
Let's see if he pulls out Rush Marine now.
He probably
no,
should, but oh, he's going for broke.
But
this is gonna be a lot.
His movement across the top was not as slide heavy as Chelney's, so he should be. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's so easy to tilt
right
on
here
the
is
screen,
even
though.
more shadowing with the music on,
Right.
because you get even more lag. So staying cool here and him getting through this despite the death, not tilting. That's great.
Good job, Horsedad. Yeah, I tilted there within the past 24 hours. My deaths tend to come in threes in that section. If I either don't die or I die 3 times.
And of deaths you could take, that's not a horrible one. The checkpoint is fairly close by. Obviously you have to go over that scary little pool of doom again, but there's definitely way worse deaths to take, and he goes through Gemini Man.
And there's a 50% chance that your opponent had the same death.
Very true.
But nice to not see Rush Marine at all. That's good.
Indeed, I think Horsedad is playing it right. He should. It's there.
Because it is not a free backup. I'm salty about Rush Marine.
It is not.
Right now.
It's not free at all. Yeah, I heard something about that.
Oh, nice. So Chelney not only gets a good needle kill, but it's good not only because it's fast, but because he ends in the middle. Watch. Okay, see, he only has to walk the tiniest little bit to get to the middle of the screen. Because unlike Mega Man 4 and some other Mega Mans, in Mega Man 3, he actually has to walk to the middle of the room after the kill, and you can't move him to the middle of the room yourself. So it's important to finish.
Forever.
Yeah, he's exhausted after the fight.
So,
Strizer.
when it comes to runs, unless you're doing needle first, this is pretty much of a vacation stage. It's the shortest stage in the game. There's not that many places that can kill you. There's a couple of technical moves, no doubt about it, but this is where you can relax a little bit. As long as you don't miss your lasers on Needleman, because then you're gonna sit and cry in the corner while they bounce around for 2 minutes.
Alright, I was going to say, I wonder what he's going to do for the Stomper, and he just stands there and waits for the Stomper to jump over him. Not a terrible idea. Nice.
And he gets it too, nice.
2 slides, and then a jump toward. That's how you get that first hit off on Needleman, no matter how he opens. I think that took me maybe 4 months to learn, and now anybody can learn it just by watching Fasta's tutorial.
Indeed.
They've got about 10 hours to spare.
You definitely should spare those 10 hours if
It is
you're
10 hours
interested in
well
running
spent.
this game. Indeed. So both are now on Snake Man stage, obviously. Chelney is pretty much a half a stage ahead. Factoring in some time differences in... I don't know if they started on different times or if we're just catching their streams unsynced.
Probably mostly column B.
The snake fight is pretty
Oh, look at that snake fight. Oh my gosh, so good. He moved to the right, he moved back to the left.
Did he get the center kill? But very, very fluid movement.
He's not the king of the hill, but...
That's one of those fights that it's pretty easy to kill him, but there's so much nuances in the technicality of getting that fight just right.
Yeah.
Plenty of use of rush jet on this stage, obviously, especially for that last part, where you can just gently cruise.
Oh my gosh, I'm not doing
sky.
my job.
Whoa, what's going on?
Oh, I haven't been removing the Robot Master faces.
Oh, right.
I was so excited to finally have access to them.
Horsedad summoning rush jet, and as you can see, he's jumping out of the screen at the top to remove Mega Man's sprite from the screen, which does produce a certain amount of lag going across this section. Well, Chelney tried to go for the kill on the dozer with magnets, so he's down one magnet.
Wait, did he aim for the face? He jumped up and aimed for the dozer face?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did get an energy pickup though, so he's fine on magnet.
Okay.
You want to have enough magnet energy to fire 4 shots coming into this part, so you can remove that block for lag reduction.
Okay, because I know some runners will use Gemini laser on the dozers because that's 100% free. Like it every time it hits, as far as I know. But magnet apparently is not.
I think I honestly don't know. I just damage boost the dozer, which is pretty free as well. Just slide into him, take the damage, and slide through him. One of those stages where you're not gonna lose a lot of health anyway.
Woo! 17-17 spark kill for Chelney. It's good stuff.
So,
Alright, no more Robot Masters. No more Robot Masters for Chelney. But wait! There's more!
wait, there's more. Chelney heading into what can easily be said to be the worst part of this run, the hardest part. These 4 stages where you, especially as a new runner and well down into your 39s, 38s, will still take deaths on these stages probably.
Yeah, I mean, imagine, so this was Mega Man 3, and when this game came out, we weren't yet inured to there being a false bad guy, and then Dr. Wily. That was not a conceit of the series yet. And even having extra stages after the basic Robot Masters, totally new. Totally new. So this game felt like you were getting so much.
Absolutely. Reusing the 8 robots from Mega Man 2, and the fact that you have the slide in this game, which completely changes how you fight these bosses compared to Mega Man 2. Also changes everything up. Even though they're the same bosses, they're entirely new fights in this.
I remember the first time I played this game, there was so much new in it. It was just such a rush, man.
Chelney coming on up to Flashman here. This can also be a very technical fight in getting it absolutely perfect. He gets the 3 shots before
Wow.
taking the damage boost. That's a really clean kill.
Wow.
Ideally, on that fight, you want to end it as close to the right door as possible to save some time. Whereas on the stage-ending boss, as Kyle mentioned before, you want to end in the middle of the room.
Watch this double spike slide. Oh my god.
It always looks so dangerous.
Oh god, and then he slides, shoots a fish, stands there for a moment, adjusts his pants, then decides it's time to jump off the spikes.
It looks a little bit more scary than it actually is, because when it looks like your iframes are out, they're not actually out, but it's still really scary.
Shoutouts to Horsedad for getting a sub-19 spark kill, by the way.
Indeed. So there's still pretty much, well, almost half a stage apart. Chelney has increased his lead a bit, but there's some possible punishing deaths coming up, where you can lose a lot of time.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh no, Horsedad didn't get the top tadpole.
Horsedad has kept us close. Wait, the music's gone.
Oh right, so the music is gone on Chelney's.
I mean, this is my first time restreaming, so maybe...
I can't actually hear it, but Kyle, if the music is indeed gone, can you explain to our lovely viewers why that is?
Sure, so if you hit this... Just a moment, I want to watch for... No clutch jumps, but he does get a long slide off the last opening platform, which is sub-pixel dependent. You can't control that. You just go for the slide. Sometimes it's long and smooth. Sometimes it's short, but it's safe. Speaking of safe, Horsedad taking Rush Jet across the water. That's my strat.
No scare slides involved.
Horsedad. I feel a connection to the guy right now. But at the beginning of the stage, if you hit the spikes on the screen transition, then you get the death sound. The music turns off. You don't actually die. And because the music's off, you can move faster. There's less lag. Because that was the other thing that Mega Man 3 introduced, was a metric ton of lag. And that's the real enemy in the game. That's why just about every enemy gets killed as fast as possible as Chelney takes his first death.
Indeed. I think I said that the music despawn on Gemini cut 2 to 3 seconds. But I meant on Dark Shadow. That's about how much time you save in lag on this stage by despawning the music.
Chelney uses Gemini laser. Yeah.
That's interesting. I never see that.
I've heard people talk about that.
Horsedad for the music despawn?
Yeah, he doesn't go for it. He doesn't want anything to do with those spikes. Fake death or real death.
Screw them to sub-pixels. There are a couple of setups for that music despawn on this stage. There are some of them that are 100%. You will get it every time if you execute it properly. There's another music despawn that's gonna come up on Doc Spark, and that one is not free. That one can potentially kill you if you go for the scarier setup.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if anybody goes for that.
Chelney might very well go for it, since Horsedad didn't go for the Shadow. Doc Shadow despawn is probably not going to go for the Spark despawn, but Chelney might.
I don't think he will, though. I don't think he will, though. Because it loses a minute and 20 seconds or so.
It is kind of an RTA move.
Because you've already beaten Metal Man, but the checkpoint's not until the bottom of that vertical corridor.
That is a very good point, and this is the only stage that has this peculiarity.
Let's see if Horsedad can make it through Deathless.
Showing off the magnets.
Ooh, he gets a drop, but
those drops
are
are
so
not scary.
Your friend.
No. He might think they are, but they will kill many a Mega Mans on that part. Because Chelney doesn't go for the music despawn. And as you see, where he's landing now, that's the checkpoint for that stage. So if you die on the spikes up there, you go all the way back to the beginning.
Chelney, please, despawn the laser.
No, Chelney! No! Oh, God.
He gets the reverse damage boost, though. Okay. Not completely swagless. Wow.
Well, he has some time to spend, or maybe he's showing off. Had just enough magnets to kill that second block, and he's coming up on one of the scariest bosses in this game, both casually and, I'd say, speedrunning wise.
And he's going in with less than half health, so he can take one hit.
2 body
Possibly, he can... I don't know, 2 hits might kill him, because he does 8 damage. But he's getting hit by the boomerangs.
Oh no.
Boomerangs only do 2 damage.
Yeah, this just got a lot more even. It's hard to tell exactly how even because Horsedad went for needle.
Horsedad outruns that missile by a hair. The infamous giant spring missile.
And there goes Quickman. Yeah, definitely scary boss. He's scary in Mega Man 2, he's scary in Mega Man 3, whether you're running casually or speedrunning.
Alright, so Chelney down to his final Doc Robot. And then it's off to the wily stages with nothing important happening in between.
Well, Kyle, what about Breakman's Blade?
You've already fought Proto Man 3 times in the game. It's not like you have anything left to prove.
Again, we're seeing the jumping off the top of the screen to reduce lag. On this section, you're also utilizing the fact that rush jet energy only drains while you're actually standing on it. So you're preserving a lot of rush jets by jumping constantly.
But you have to be careful because the screen wraps around vertically and it's easy to hit your head on the parachutists who are on the bottom of the screen by jumping through the top of the screen. Horsedad's health is low.
Oh, this is gonna be scary. He needs to not get hit.
Don't touch Mr. Met. Alright, good.
He should be safe.
Don't. No! Oh, God!
Oh no, I saw it coming.
I know that feel. Oh!
Well.
Oh! Probably the most devastating place you can die in the game, right before the checkpoint.
Yeah. This part is so slow, having to cruise over on rush jet. There's really nothing to do to speed up your journey.
But do you remember when you were playing this game casually and you died there? And then you had to farm rush jet because you hadn't saved energy by jumping off the screen on your first go round?
I was never casual. I speedrun this game as a kid. That's why I never used Shadow Blade on those mets, like some people.
Who used the Shadow Blade on those mets?
Well, that's really unfortunate. That's Horsedad took that death. They're pretty much one stage apart now.
By the way, I need to scroll up in the chat. I don't know if you can see the chat, Mr. Sweet, or if I'm handling that.
I can't at the moment.
I know you have to ration your resources, but Furic58 typed gratuitous Nadua, and I just wanted to say that out loud.
That's.
So you'll see
that should be the stream title.
I've researched this. They're playing. Both are playing on the Japanese version, and you might think that's for faster text, but actually, the text is 12 frames slower in the Japanese version. That's a fifth of a second, so it doesn't matter. And the Japanese version has other things that speedrunners can exploit to make it a faster run and also a safer run. As I hope. We or whoever's commentating will talk about when somebody does play on the English version.
Do you still play on the English version?
No.
Chelney is coming up on another scary part here. That's very technical. It's kind of free in a sense, where you can back off if you don't get the right setup, but sliding across those spikes will always look dangerous to me. Of course, that coming up on Metal Man. Again, with the mid bosses for these stages, you want to finish closer to the right door rather than in the middle. So he'll try to inch his way across the screen to get as far to the right as he can.
Right, and it's a trade-off because you want to finish close to the right door, but you don't want to take damage because that's going to cost you more time when you hit that refill. According to some some research that the great Tazzer Baron Haynes did. A full refill takes about 40 frames, or no, 2/3 of a frame. No, 2/3 of a second.
I think 1 health of refill takes 4 frames.
I remember that conversation.
Also-
Yeah, I remember that.
Also, I just want to point out that Horsedad got the second despawn on first try.
Also, I want to apologize for talking during turtles. I feel bad about that. But I'd already started the thought.
I didn't know.
Chelney, please.
He's just showing off now.
Watch Horsedad. Nice Horsedad.
Nice.
What was he even doing?
I don't know.
Oh, so
So
Closer than I
Horsedad
thought.
finishing up Dock Robots. Funny piece of trivia. The Dock Robots are in Japanese actually called Dokuro Roboto, which means skull robots. But a mistranslation caused them to be just named Dock Robots in English instead of Skull Robots, which would have made sense.
right, they are not robots with MDs.
No. Okay, we need to watch this because Chelney is coming out.
I mean, it's
easy kill.
everybody says
Double.
it's easy. I mean, it's the foregone conclusion, right?
But Chelney's Nash.
Oh!
Oh! Maybe not.
Oh, them rusty shadow blades.
Oh, yeah. It's not a huge deal. Missing the quick kill on devil costs about 18 seconds, assuming you get him on the second round.
Easy, more like WD 14.
Which is the only way to clean out your NES cartridges and controllers.
I don't know. I play on emulator.
Maintenance on it. So do I. I still use an NES controller.
Oh, you're the controller, right? Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So we have another chance to talk about the Kamegoro Casino coming up.
Ah, excellent.
So, would you like to talk about the RNG factor of this fight that Horsedad's coming up on?
So this game has two major pieces of RNG in a magnet first run. One is the magnet fight itself, that's early, but the other one is this fight. Now the turtles always come out of the machine. That one came out from the left. This next one's going to come out from the right. They always come out the same directions: left, right, left, right. But where the machine is and how long it takes in between turtles is RNG, and it can cost several seconds.
Also, I think Chelney just got a gold split on Wily 3.
Wow. I wonder if he
Yeah, he did.
I wonder if he started doing fastas and then proceeded to get double smacked by a junk golem. But I wonder if he took fasta's coil strat for the second room.
Might be it.
That if you mess up, costs you about 10 seconds. High risk, high
Chelney's coming
reward.
in on refights. We have Horsedad approaching his time, his opportunity to shine.
Yeah, and I don't know
Devil.
if he has an easy in his pocket, because some runners can do it, some runners can't. I could not do it until a week or so ago. But I did see in his PB video he got the Yellow Devil down to 1 health. So I'm thinking
Looks
he
like
probably
he's going for the
can.
setup.
He's been running the game since at least March. Probably longer than that, because that's when I started watching. Ah,
Oh,
again,
so close.
1 health. Consistent, but that's not the kind of consistent you want to be.
First kill on hard round. This is another cool fight. Gemini refight is good.
Thanks, Zarnax.
Ooh, Nadua!
Nadua. Oh!
And refill. Chelney's just is doing what he can to make this a race. But I don't
So that was a that was a gratuitous Nadua boost.
So we need to talk about the Gamma kill because it's coming up soon. There's a really fast way to kill Gamma with where you jump off the rush coil and spam search snakes on him, and you're not gonna see it from a lot of runners, but I think there's a good chance we're gonna see it from Chelney as he comes up on Gamma later.
This strat dates back to the last decade. Not the 2010s, but the 2000s. I found a document where somebody mentioned that Tiki had said he could throw snakes into Gamma from coil. But it's only recently come back into vogue as a fast strat. Speaking of fast strats, Chelney's going to go for the quick snake kill here. He's going to probably throw 2 lag snakes. No, he doesn't. So what? Okay. Very real risk of death there. What most runners will do there is they'll throw 2 snakes to the left that are called lag snakes because they slow everything down so that when you jump up you have more time to mash shadow blades. But God Mashers don't throw lag snakes, or they only throw 1 lag snake. Chelney threw no lag snakes. He came within 1 hit of getting the kill, but he did miss it by 1 hit.
Sometimes. Okay, here we go. Let's see that snake we kill on Gamma. Chelney definitely has the mashing to pull it off.
Oh.
Yeah, nice. GG. 37.12 for Chelney, which isn't that far off for Horsedad's PB. The Horsedad Jello gold splitted on Wily 3 as well.
No, it's all good. BR Man 85. You can see the 3's butt. Okay, so you can tell it's a 3 and not a 1. But yeah, I apologize for the timers being cut off. GG Chelney.
Indeed.
And Chelney has said he's going to restream the weekly race tonight, so if you hop over to his channel at 9 o'clock in about 18 minutes.
You definitely want to watch that.
I'm going to be doing that.
For some much more professional commentary.
Yeah, he's got dozens and dozens of races under his belt. He's an inspiration to all of us.
And no Nadua for Horsedad. About to wrap up refights. You only have the 2 Shadow Blade fights left.
I want to see the casual sub 40 from Horsedad. And I mean casual in the sense of easy, comfortable. Because in this round robin, we got a lot of new runners, and if you can get a sub 40 consistently, you got a chance to make it to the the second round, the bracket play.
Definitely. In these races, anything can happen. It's so easy to take a death in the wrong place and instantly lose 30 seconds. or as Kyle have recently done, game over on Dark Shadow stage, which is a really time expensive run. So Kyle, what about the 3 lag snakes on this fight? Have you ever done that?
Oh, so Horsedad also comes within 1 snake of getting the quick kill, but he used the 2 lag snakes.
Yeah.
It's still a very
Much
tight window.
superior to the 3.
Yeah, 3 lag snakes is yeah, there's 2 places in the game you don't want to throw 3 snakes. One of them is against Quickman, and one of them is there because you can't throw another snake, you can't menu while the snakes are on screen. Alright, So sub 40's in the rear view, but very, very close.
Very close indeed.
And we'll see what strat Horsedad uses. I think he's going to go straight up. I don't think he's going to use Spark Shock. Oh, man. Nice.
Oh, there we go.
So,
nice, GG.
and kids, if you're playing at home on the English version, that will not work for reasons that we're not going to get into this stream, but Horsedad makes it look easy on the Japanese version.
Very nice, very smooth run. Not at all that uneven.
Yeah, I don't want to
Horsedad ended on a 40.
I don't want to phase Horsedad if he's going to play like that
no.
every race.
I'm glad I'm not in his group. So for those of you who want to watch, first of all, as Kyle mentioned, in 15 minutes or so, there's the weekly race that I do believe Chelney will be costing. You should also check out this channel tomorrow. I think we have 3 races coming up tomorrow. We have Darko versus Hypa, the Dark Man 78 versus Infinite Mystery, and Almond City versus Inia 5MK. All tomorrow at various times.
And can I just talk about Sunday for a moment? We've got a race at noon, then we got a race at 6, a race at 7, a race at 8, and a race at 9. And quite possibly some more races that haven't been scheduled yet.
Yeah, this can be a busy weekend if you're a Mega Man 3 fan, because there's a lot of matches coming up between some amazing players.
Yeah, we've got about 60 runners, groups of 5 and 4. Everybody has to play everybody in their group one time. That's hundreds of races right there. Like maybe not hundreds and hundreds, but hundreds, and that's just the first round.
There's a lot. And of course you need to be following this guy right here, Cal Precise, as he plays his next game on. When is your next game?
And this guy here, Mr. Swede TV.
Um,
Thank you, Mr. Swede TV, for commentating with me. Thank you to Fiesel, organizer of this tournament, for giving us the opportunity to do this.
Absolutely. And thanks to the runners for a great race.
Oh yeah. So
I think that's all we got. As we said, head over to Chelney's and wait in the weekly race.